So beyond analytics, what are some tools beyond the ones we just showed? Well, there's something called UX reporting. UX reporting is not something you just keep running all the time because it's kind of expensive, but it might be something, say you're going to do a redesign, or say you did a landing page and it just did not work. People didn't fill out the form, or you're just not getting traction. You think something's wrong, maybe with the design, not the content, but the design, how the site is structured. This is called Crazy Egg, the tool you're seeing here. This is a heat map scroll mapping tool. This is sort of a UX metric, UX reporting tool. So it's kind of cool. These tools too will allow you to do session playback. This is kind of the opposite, exact opposite of analytics, where they try to not identify users, not track individual, users necessarily. This literally can make a recording, and obviously their name's not on it, but it makes a recording of a user coming to your site. You can see exactly where their mouse goes, what they click on, how long they look at something. I mean, these tools are really powerful, and they can do polling and surveying. I'm sure you've seen, was this page useful? Thumbs up or down? These types of tools do that. So this is a whole nother layer of metrics, even beyond what we talked about, but these can be very useful. So before we execute a website redesign for a nonprofit, we use these tools because we want to see how is the current design working, what works, what doesn't. And you can't do that with Google Analytics. You need these UX metric tools. Another tool is there's some SEO tools that provide similar reporting to, say, Search Console. Like I talked about Search Console, it's limited to 18 months. But if you connect Search Console to this tool I'm showing you, which is SEMrush, then you can keep years of data. And it has a much better display of the keyword tracking, and it's just so much better. So there are SEO tools you may want, which have their own analytics and reporting built in, and they typically go beyond what the Google tools do. So, and they have tools. So it's not only metrics, but it's tools. So there's a metric for how many links come to your site, and you don't want scammy bad links. That's called link toxicity. So this tool lists link health, and you can see, oh, here's 50 links that we should get rid of. They come into our site, they're not good. You can click all 50, hit a button, and just disavow those links to Google. So not only are you getting the metric on your links, you can actually do something about it. So it's kind of reporting and tools to do things. The two big ones are really SEMrush, which is this tool, and Moz. And SEMrush also here, you'll see this is sort of a its own crawler. SEMrush has its own crawler, just like Google has a crawler that will crawl your site and alert you of key metrics, like how slow pages are, and how they look to an SEO perspective, just all kinds of things. I mean, it's very, very useful. It shows you keyword reports, how many keywords went up this week, how many went down, stuff like that. And then one other step, which is even beyond, is sort of automation. So our entire website is built in HubSpot. The two big ones for nonprofits are really HubSpot and Salesforce. And they have both kind of versions for nonprofits and have a lot of tools for nonprofits. So these are additional analytics and metrics tools, which you can put that also can automate things. So you've got a metric, right? How many pages does a user view? That's pages per session. That's the name of that metric. Well, if you say you had use HubSpot, HubSpot can say, oh, if this user has filled out a form on our site, and if they viewed 3 or more pages, add them to this email campaign or whatever, or alert our development director. We think this is a donor, potential donor. They've looked at this many things. They've been to the donation page. They haven't filled it out. This is their information, get a hold of them. So this is incredibly powerful combination of not only metrics and actionable things, but then some automated actionable things, which is very cool. These are expensive tools. Any automation is expensive, but it's almost like having another employee, another person working for the development director, kind of filtering up and making visible the most important new donor leads or something like that.